is up, you guys? Welcome back. So we took you on a tour, like a very gingerly casual walkthrough vlog style, and in that video I said that we were going to do a full Q&A and answer all of your questions. So here we are on the floor of our future living room,
sitting on some drywall
with a cocktail. We met our neighbors, we love them. This was a parting gift, and it was out, and a popcorn bucket and some other tchotchkes. Like, I'm obsessed with our neighbors. Absolutely amazing. So I just posted on Instagram while we were walking through, and I said, hey, let's do a Q&A. Anything that you want to ask, just so that it can be in an organized way, because we've gotten so many questions about what's the process like, how's the neighborhood, how do we come to be, like finding this, like all of that type stuff. So we'll be sharing it all. Now, there's already questions popping up, and this is literally, we're doing this like in real time. So I just posted this, and the first questions that are coming up are the ones that we're going to answer. So one of the first questions is this is a big question that we keep getting.
Yep.
When is it ready? When are we moving in? When will the house be done?
So knock on wood, April or May.
Spring 2021.
Yeah, April, May 2021.
There hasn't been that many delays.
Not much. At the beginning, it was a hard time getting simple things like lumber and just getting people to pour concrete. But now things are rolling. Yeah,
they're rocking and rolling. I was so shocked at how fast they formed the pool.
That happened like seemingly overnight.
Like we couldn't even get a tiny little pool done at home.
Yeah, the cool part about the pool is it's 100% Angie's spec. Like she literally sketched it out, said this is a part where we want to be able to sit down and have drinks. This is a, what do you call the sun
shelf?
This is where the sun shelf is going to be. This is where the hot.
I'm gonna drink right
hey,
out of the
go ahead, have fun. This is where the hot tub's going to be. This is how it's going to pour into it. And if you haven't heard about the Mickeytopia area yet, that was just an idea, sort of pie in the sky. And
we love the Mickey fountain. It's, if you go to Disney Springs, you can see it. There's a Mickey fountain where he has a bunch of basically vases that are pouring into something. You said, well, could we do that pouring into the hot tub, and then the hot tub will flow into the pool?
But if you look at the pool now, it's exactly what you sketched out. It's crazy. It's just,
and I remember I couldn't even explain with words how I wanted the pool. So I said, like, I'll just draw it for you.
Yeah.
Because the way that they originally had it was kind of an interesting shaped pool, and then the hot tub was separate. And we said, well, can we have the hot tub pour into the pool? And then I said, I want this like seating area. And they're like, okay. And we were talking through, I said, I'm just going to draw it for you. So basically it goes in a half circle, and there's going to be a table built in. Because my vision,
what's going on
so
out there?
cute. The neighbors are like going through with their golf carts and just skateboarding behind it and having like a grand time. Everyone here has golf carts. I feel like we're gonna need like a really sweet golf cart.
We're gonna get it. Nice.
All right, so it'll be ready in the spring, and the
Spring
vision is
2021.
very much coming to life, and it's very cool.
Yep.
What is our favorite part of the process so far?
The favorite part of the process
so far, because I know that there's gonna be more favorite parts.
I know.
My favorite part is definitely like this past week, seeing it in person.
Yeah. I think selecting the lot and plan we wanted was pretty amazing. Like when you start looking at all of the options that you have, and you finally fall upon the one that sort of makes you tear up when you look at it, and you're like, this is the one.
And we're totally wired that like when we see something, we know we like it, we don't deviate. And when we saw it, we're like, that's the one.
See, that's the funny part. We don't deviate, but sometimes we like push ourselves to try different things, or like we push ourselves to think in different ways. But this was the one. You know, this was the one since the very beginning. I remember looking at the plan, and you even had like an emotional reaction, like this is what we have to go after. So much
character. Yeah. It kind of reminded us of the layout of our own house, so it made sense. Like right now we're in the living room, and then there's the dining room, and then there's the kitchen, which is what we have at home. The other thing is we have I think it's one of the only houses with a bedroom upstairs. So a lot of Floridian houses have the bedroom on the main floor. We didn't want that. So yeah, we knew it was perfect. So that's a pretty.
So you were seeing it now, and me, it was picking the lot.
I loved how like it was hard all year I have drywall poking my bum. It was hard all year to not see it, but it was actually like the coolest thing, because when we got here this past week, like there had been so much progress to see. And the last time that we were here, I want to do an Instagram picture where it's basically how it started and how it's going. And how it started is like the dirt. It was just like flat dirt on our lot, and now there's like a full house with a roof and everything, which is wild. Okay, similar question but different. What is our fave part of the house? Like, what's our fave portion of the house?
I know what you're gonna say, so go ahead.
I don't know what I think I know what you're gonna say. There's many favorite portions, but in terms of just character and special, can I have more than one?
Nope.
I really think I'm gonna like our master bath.
Yep.
Because I've never seen a master bath with stacked stone, and it very much reminds me of like a Beauty and the Beast style bath,
Yeah.
like very castle-y, but with a cottage, like Cape Cod style twist.
Yep. Mine is definitely going to be that.
3-season porch.
It's more like a 4-season porch because we're in Portal.
Story?
No, I don't think so.
Because that's what I was going to say would be the 3rd story. Because I just know that I'm going to go up there with a book. I know that it's not going to be like the firework room. Well, okay, I don't know anything, let's be honest. But I don't see it being like the only time we're going to use that is to watch the fireworks. I think I'm going to go up there and just grab a book. And I almost want to have a rule that like we don't bring up our phones when we go up there.
I like that rule. I can abide by that rule. I think 80% of our time is going to be spent in the screened-in porch. I think it's going to be hands down our favorite room in the house.
Working up there and everything, or working out there.
By the pool, and with the running water, like the sound of running water of Mickey, and the hot tub going
and
into
the fountain.
I think it's going to be amazing.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's keep going with questions.
Let's do it.
The questions are literally rolling in. Like,
oh wow,
there's quite
a bit more than there was 3 minutes ago.
You guys are really fast. How close are we to Disney? Oh. Disney's like Magic Kingdom's right there. Like you can walk, so there's a walking path. You're on property.
I think you're 5 miles from Magic Kingdom, the park.
Yeah. Is it the full dream to live there? Yes. Like it's very surreal walking through the neighborhood, and we just keep saying it kind of feels like you're in a movie set. Like it doesn't look real. It's very, very well manicured. It's a Disney, so it's very clean, very well manicured. They're literally working on a couple houses next door. Mm-hmm. So we've already met a couple neighbors. Everyone is incredibly kind and nice and just super welcoming. We literally had breakfast here this morning.
And the neighbors thus far that we've met have always started off with their plan as having a vacation home here and turning it into their permanent residence because they love it that much. And I can totally understand why.
That's a question too. Is this going to be a holiday home or are we going to be 50-50? Because we're Canadian, we're going to start it with 50-50, and maybe in the long-term goal, it would become a full-time home, because that seems to be the trend with everybody.
Yeah.
How do you not want to stay here? Mm-hmm. Are we moving to the States permanently? No, definitely not.
Challenging, very hard.
Very challenging. Yep. Does it scare us to potentially have any crocs and gators coming into our yard? A crocodile Dundee!
No.
We're good.
We all right.
We're good. How are you planning on splitting Carl. Carl's our dog, in case you don't... No, he's not going to come.
Carl's a 7-pound Morkie who loves his trainer/board place as much as he loves us. So we don't feel...
He's super happy at home. And honestly, I think it would shave a year off my life and Carl's to fly him.
I don't know how he'd handle flying, and we don't really want to find out. And for as long as he's happy where he is now, which is like literally right now as we video this, I'm not going to try and drag him to Florida.
And there's a question: is he allowed to travel?
Allowed.
Carl is absolutely allowed to travel. We don't know if we want to do that, and we want to be able to have guests here. Yeah. Is there anything that you wish you could have had
that you didn't get
in the house?
Well, we haven't lived here long enough, I think, to answer that question. Maybe down the road we might feel like, I don't know, maybe an at-home gym.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, but what we're really dead set on creating here is a different type of life than what we have in Ottawa. Mm-hmm. So an at-home gym is. I say that, but I'm not really sure. Like there's. Yeah, cheers to you. I'm not really sure if that's how we're going to want to live our life here. So until we live our life here, I think it's going to be hard to say what we want.
And there's a gym in the neighborhood.
There's a gym in the neighborhood.
That's just for the residents, which I think that routine of taking a walk over, doing our workout together in the morning, like it's a different routine.
The champagne smells great, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So there's other really good questions. How long have we had this goal? How long have we been saving for this? Like the goal has been more than 7 years now, right?
It's been close to 10 years. I think we discovered this neighborhood. For a long time we wanted to build a house or buy a house in Florida, maybe since like 2010. Mm-hmm. So about 10 years. We learned about Golden Oak in 2012.
And we had like one North Star for at least what?
We've been working towards that since probably 2012.
And that's like, I don't know if you've ever felt this way, but it's like the one goal. Like we haven't deviated. We've had little side steps where we went and looked outside of the neighborhood.
But even that step was being seen as like a preliminary step, like a step closer to our goal.
Yeah. So that's what we were going to do, is do a house outside of Golden Oak first and then step closer. And then we made the mistake, but best blessing ever, to come back into the neighborhood for a day, visit a house that was for sale. And we just thought, we're not deviating the plan.
Right.
We're staying course and we're doing all the things.
Yep.
There's a question about hidden Mickeys. And it's funny, I literally answered an email about this this week. So we were on the bus to Magic Kingdom, I think, and the designer said, what do you want to do as hidden Mickeys? And they can do anything from a full statue that's not so hidden. Like basically, I don't think it should be hidden Mickeys, it's Disney details, but we want hidden Mickeys. So the pictures that I sent back, I'll share all the pictures. Like I literally just made like a Pinterest board and I'll just pop them up on the screen. I hate when I do that to myself because it's so much more.
You want me to do the finger thing?
Sure, you love it.
Right here. Those are our ideas. Right over here. If you check this general area out, there's going to be tons of examples of things that Angie has thought about regarding Mickeys.
So basically we were thinking like stone and tiles and just the 3 circles. Like that's like nothing crazy.
We just saw a house, which was really cool. And I haven't even talked to you about this, but I thought it was super cool that there was a hidden Mickey directly in the driveway.
Yeah.
That was really neat.
Oh, I have that in our ideas, but for us it would be different because our house is like very Cape Cod, like beach style. So I was thinking of doing like shells.
I like that.
In the driveway.
That'd be super cute.
Right?
Did it come up?
Stop it. Stop it. What's our favorite feature of the house so far? It's not the favorite space, but our favorite feature. Definitely the Mickey topiary.
I think that's gonna be really cool. I love Mickey topiary. Maybe the pool.
Yeah, the pool.
The pool's gonna be really, really cool.
But that's part of the pool.
Yeah.
And then you guys, Andre was such a trooper. We went and did like a huge day of. We chose lighting fixtures, and we were there for like 3 or 4 hours. And they were so impressed. They're like, husbands usually by now are like taking phone calls outside, and they're not even paying attention. But you were fully engaged. And now we're going through the parks, and he's like, we're going to the hotels. He's like, that's a nice light fixture. That's a nice light fixture. So we're still going through that. I can share a couple here. Do you want to do the? I can share a couple of pictures of what we have. I love sharing the design.
Can I make a noise too?
And then we did a huge meeting of, and this was a bit fast, but we chose tiles, or not tiles,
countertops,
marble slabs, and so you basically just go through like a full warehouse of just massive slabs of marble.
The scary part is like you make your decisions, and then you start walking other houses, and you start walking, the hotels, and you're like, oh, would this work better? But we're, like you said, we're pretty set in our ways whenever we know what we want. So.
Yeah, seriously. I don't feel like we should be answering questions about like square footage or anything like that, but someone asked how many bedrooms. So we actually opted, like I'm not going to say exactly, but we opted to have some of the bedrooms actually be our offices. So we left it so that, listen, we're not like going to be Shea Belmar, and I think we've made that clear. But
it's not how we live our life.
No, and like if we're not going to live like that at home, we're not going to live like that here. But we do fully intend on like your mom has like a space here, and your dad's welcome too. But I could see your mom coming.
Family in general is going to be welcome.
So we have a spare bedroom and stuff, but we converted 2 of the bedrooms to offices. The neighborhood is spectacular. There's a question about what's the neighborhood like. Very quiet, very
clean,
peaceful, very clean.
We heard this story that I think is pretty telling. One gentleman was driving past the main strip in the of the neighborhood, which is like there's this beautiful street that sort of leads through all the neighborhoods, and he saw a guy that was treating the grass, and he said, what are you doing to the grass? And he said, I'm painting it green. So he was using like what do you call it? Like a friendly economic,
like an eco?
Yeah, like an eco paint to paint the grass green. So I was just thinking this neighborhood is closest to flawless I've seen, like in terms of like execution on maintenance.
It's wild. Right? It's literally wild.
What are you most excited for? I think that's a good question. Like just in general? I think like you gotta be super excited about the proximity to Disney. Like popping up on a Sunday morning, and if you're bored, like go to Disney Springs, or you'll have
pop on over to lunch at Epcot, which is where we're headed after this.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's gotta be what you're most excited for.
There's a question about like the theme and the colors and everything. So the theme is very like beachy, and it's not super Florida. Like it's just.
They call it Cape Cod.
Yeah, Cape Cod style. So the colors, can you see the paint boards behind us on that wall? See how they're stacked? So we were trying to figure out the colors. Our color theme, and we're like this at home, like it'll resemble our house at home.
Gray, grayish, beige, and white.
So very tone on tone, but with a lot of character and natural elements. So a lot of wood. There's some metals. There's some like rope elements.
Did you say stone already?
There's lots of stone.
There's lots of stone. It's good. I'm excited.
I feel like we can end this video and I'll just take you outside and show you the shingles and the stone and everything that is out there.
Yeah, I like that.
And there was one last question. All new holiday decor for this house.
Oh my God.
Heck yeah. So going around the neighborhood, you can see people decorating right now. You can hire a company. You can do it yourself.
It's
obviously.
A sport here.
They take it to a whole other level. I hope I can hang.
I think you can.
I'm going to get competitive. No, I'm kidding. The super tall ceilings. Yeah, they're reasonable.
10.5.
Yeah. it feels really
big.
nice. Yeah. No question, just love all the inspiration, and that's pretty much everything for right now. So let's take you guys outside and show you with I'll carry my
Can I
champagne.
stand up?
Yes.
No, I'm asking, will I physically be able to stand up? You think?
Okay, so let's take you guys outside. So the pool, this is basically like right when you walk in, the Mickey will be like right there. And there's a full walkthrough of all of this, but I'm gonna show you the stone and the shingles. 1 second. So there is literally like piles of these everywhere, of all of these wood shingles, and they've already started putting them on the outside of the house. I realize this view is but listen, this is why I love that this channel is like 99% women, so you guys get me. So they've already put some of the wood shingles out here, which is so cool. I'll show you the finishes. So there's a lot of character. There's like wood. So this is what the shingles are gonna look like when they're gonna gray out. So they're not gonna stay that color, which I love that they're gonna go gray. And then we're doing like a really rustic brick and then a really, really rustic stone. So a ton of character, which is so special. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little Q&A sit down real talk. I'm literally standing in our driveway. It's very surreal. Thank you so much for caring. Thank you so much for being cool. You guys are honestly amazing, and we just love sharing the dream and the design process with all of you. And it seems like you guys are enjoying it too, so we appreciate, we love you. If you did love this, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, dudes.